Death Valley on a Saturday night. The LSU Tigers ranked #1 in the country at home against the defending national champions. But LSU finds itself trailing 24-14. They open up with a 2nd and 7 at the Florida 47, and Ryan Perrilloux is back in at quarterback. They fake the reverse, and Perrilloux on the option pitches it back right. How about this? Keelan Williams all the way to the 27-yard line. So a nice little trick play, gadget play to open the 4th quarter. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson. This Florida team with such great determination, they come right back. But we've still got a heck of a ball game.
Oh, we sure do. And you know, LSU now is going to empty the playbook. You know, Perrilloux's going to be in there. Flynn's going to throw it. They do not, to me, seem to have the downfield throwing game. They're missing early Doucette in that phase. Let's see if someone else for LSU can get them a big play. That's what I think they need right now. Some type of big play. Can they do it in the passing game, or is it going to all have to come from the running game and the option game?
Down by 10. Matt Flynn back in. They have a 1st down at the 26-yard line. Right side, Keelan Williams. 3 Gators collapse around him, and he only gets to the 25-yard line. Dustin Doe was the first one there, number 32. 2nd down.
I'll tell you a guy I would look for right now if I was LSU, and someone I'm really impressed with, is Richard Dirksen, the tight end for LSU. Florida is trying to help the corners with their safeties. Dirksen is a very good route runner. He's lined up at right tight end right there. He is a very good player.
Richard Dixon, one of the key operatives in the last couple of weeks. Here's Flynn. And nothing doing as Jermaine Cunningham, number 49, makes the tackle. 3rd down. Early Doucette. Groin pull 3 weeks ago. Limited to only 15 receptions for the season.
He had some of the biggest receptions last year for LSU. Remember that one against Tennessee? A couple years ago he had one huge game against Arizona State. He's a playmaker. They're going to get him back eventually, but can they win this one without him? Here again, Dirksen down here to the bottom. Good matchup against Tony Joyner.
3rd down. Perrilloux whispers to Richard Dixon, now runs the option, and he pitches back again. And Keelan Williams out of bounds at the 20. It will be 4th down. Now what?
Well, we kick a field goal. That's what LSU does. You're down 10 points. You got to kick a field goal, don't you?
Player down. Saron Black, number 70.
And this will be interesting if Saron Black has to leave the game, because for 4 years prior, Andre Whitworth was the left tackle. Saron Black took it over last year. Starter this year. He's got 2 more years. No one's played left tackle for LSU but Whitworth and Black for the last 6 years.
Well, Saron Black, sophomore out of Tyler. Time has been called, and we'll be back in a moment.
And now it's time for our Geico scoring recap.
Opening drive of the game, EOS from 32 yards out, Florida up by 3. And then Keyston Moore, 2-yard reception from Tim Tebow. It was 10-0 Gators. Ryan Perrilloux, a 1-yard touchdown run, and it was 10-7. Then Tebow countered with a 9-yard touchdown run. 17-7. LSU opened the 2nd half with Keelan Williams' 4-yard touchdown run. But then Cornelius Ingram, with what is the key play of the game thus far, a 37-yard touchdown reception. And now trailing by 10, Colt David is on for the field goal.
Look what's happened now. Florida, because of the fakes, is going with a field goal safe. They're keeping a safety back, and they're conceding the 3.
Flynn, who ran for a 1st down out of field goal formation in the 3rd quarter. Snap is down. The kick up. No good. Flag down.
Oh, my.
Flag down.
Usually it's holding in that situation. One of the wingers held the guy. Got to decline it. Got to decline it.
Steve Shaw.
Holding for 51 on the offense. The penalty will be declined. It'll be first down for Florida.
Jacob O'Hare, the man who snapped it.
Right over the center that time. And 2 missed field goals. Now it's not a one-possession game. The perfect drive, no points.
24-14, Florida leads. Don't forget, later in the game tonight, the 5-star play of the game presented by Wrangler. Colt David has missed 2, 43 and 37. He was 8 of 10 coming in. It's first down 10, Gators. Percy Harvin,
the quarterback.
Yes, he is. Here's Harvin going right. And a quick 4. Greg Stelz makes the tackle.
Another one of those plays that kind of came from last year's college football season when Darren McFadden ran that Wildcat formation a year ago. It's now called the Wild Hog, and teams started to notice that we can put different guys back there. That time Tebow went out and played wide receiver, and you snapped it to another playmaker.
Now Tebow is in the quarterback slot, 5 yards back of Drew Miller. Tebow batted in the air, intercepted. Tebow picked off for only the 3rd time this year. Kirsten Pittman.
Allie Highsmith made the play in the secondary that time, trying to get the ball to either Caldwell or Irvin. Watch. Oh, it actually hit somebody's head, did it?
It hit Ingram's helmet.
It hit Ingram's head. That's exactly what happened. Trying to throw the ball to the second level to Caldwell, it hit Ingram's head right in the helmet. There were a pair of 7s there. I thought it was Highsmith. It hit Ingram in the head. This time, LSU must put points on the board. Last time with the turnover, they got nothing. This time, they must put points on the board.
Second Florida turnover of the night. There's the reverse. Left side, Trindon Holiday inside the 15, out of bounds at the 11. He had a 33-yard run for a touchdown 2 weeks ago against South Carolina.
Well, I'll tell you, Florida thought they had the angles, but no one has an angle on number 8. Cunningham, number 49, says, I think I got him. No, I don't. We're fast, but nobody's that fast. Major Wright made the tackle, but not until after a big play.
First down and 10 from the 11. LSU down by 10. Play fake, Flynn. A lot of time, goes left. Incomplete to Brandon LaFell. Now, Trindon Holiday listed at 5'5", 160. At the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships last summer, Holiday looked like he had the lead, was going to win it, winds up running a 10.06 100 meters. And here was the run against South Carolina. His best ever in the 100-meter is a school record of 10.02. Ryan Perilou at quarterback. Keelan Williams to the 5. Down at the 3.
Now you got to wonder, if you're calling plays, if you're Gary Croton for LSU, are you thinking 2 plays to score? Keelan Williams got this down to the 2. Major Wright comes up and make the stop. On 3rd down, are you going to get 2? Right now, if you're Croton, you're asking Les Miles, are we going for it on 4th down, assuming we don't lose yardage? Because it'll affect my call. What will they dial up? Will it be the option? Matt Flynn's in the game.
Backs are in the eye, and it's Williams behind Quinn Johnson. That's Dixon, the tight end, in motion to the left. Flynn, handoff, Williams, left side. Great one-on-one tackle.
Joe Hayden, wow.
Joe Hayden.
High school quarterback, moved to defensive back corner. This is a guy threw for 7,000 yards as a high school quarterback. And here it is, 4 down territory. Joe Hayden comes in motion, and then he comes back and makes the play. As Dixon went in motion, Hayden came across and made the stop. What a play.
That's a loss of 3. LSU can get a first down without the touchdown. It's 4th down. Flynn from the spread. Hester alongside to the left. Florida brings 4. Flynn dances right. Pulls up, got a man in the end zone. It's a touchdown to Demetrius Byrd. Junior college transfer, 2nd touchdown for the Tigers in his first season in an LSU uniform.
Just exactly the way Tebow ran out, held onto the ball, and pitched it late is exactly the same thing that Tebow did.
Colt David will attempt the extra point. The margin is 3.
Watch Matt Flynn. He's got nothing early. Then he starts to run. Brandon Spikes comes up, number 51. That allows Byrd to be right behind him. When you scramble, Joe Montana started it. When he scrambled, he kept his eyes up. They teach him all the same thing now. And Flynn said, I did it exactly the way I was coached in practice.
Well, Tim Tebow will get his chance next.
Last 2 possessions, Florida has turned the ball over, first with a fumble and now a pass. The ball's not around. A little bad break for Florida, bounces up, and good athletes for LSU. 2nd turnover, Pittman gets it, leads to this play. There's Byrd right there. But watch, Spikes back in the bank. Flynn takes it, nobody open early, but as he scrambles, up comes Spikes, opens up the receiver, and that led to it. When you scramble, you keep your eyes downfield. Tebow did it early, Flynn did it late. 3-point game.
24-21 Gators. Tim Tebow for the night, 145 yards. His 3rd pick of the season. Now the second of 2 kickoff men for LSU. This is Andrew Crutchfield, number 39. They use 2, and Crutchfield kicks it left side. Brandon James. Oh, wow. Did he stay in bounds? He did. How about that?
Side judge or back judge was right there.
Yes, he was.
Watching it from behind. He hopped twice with his right foot. Did he step out? Remember, this is reviewable. No.
No.
Let's see the next one. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, look at, there's the referee right there. Let's see. No, he did not.
No.
He did not go out of bounds. I don't know if the 3rd one went out, but the first 2 didn't.
And again, the official with a really good view.
Yes, he was. They're going to review it,
Oh,
though.
they are. Okay. Every play in Division I is reviewed.
It's going to be tough for Les Miles to call a challenge. He only has 1 timeout left.
Right. And if he loses the challenge,
He's out of timeouts.
yeah.
Is he challenging? He's burning his last timeout.
Timeout. There's a challenge by the LSU team.
Oh, that's a big gamble, I think. Burning your last timeout. Remember, 1 look. He's his foot out of bounds. You can see the referee is watching it right there.
Steve
There's
Shaw
the guy.
right on the sideline.
He's right there.
He's
There's
right
a
on the
pull-up.
sideline.
No white there. 1 more look. I don't think his heel came down on that one, and I don't think he was out of bounds there. I don't see anything. I don't see any marks in the white, do you? You know, like chalk marks in tennis?
Nope.
1, 2.
Yep.
That's okay. John McEnroe wouldn't argue with that one.
Nothing wrong there.
Was his heel out there? I don't think so.
I don't think there's enough. There's not enough to overturn it.
I think there's enough to say you can't overturn it.
Right. Well, the shocking thing here is that
yes, out of timeouts.
LSU, if they lose this challenge, will be out of timeouts with 10 minutes remaining in the ball game.
And remember, the play was already reviewed. It was being reviewed. So Les is saying, I want you to review yourself, basically.
Replay official from the SEC is Doyle Jackson. And, well, Miles can manage a smile. Steve Shaw, as they continue to look at this.
Don't underestimate the role that the head coach makes in modern college football. The decisions they make leads directly to strategy plays throughout the game.
Just to reiterate the point, every play is reviewed in college football, but they were not going to stop play on this one until Les Miles said, I want to challenge it. Now, they are taking a long time.
1, 2, 3, and one more. His right comes down, one more. That's the last one. We hear from the truck that that's the one they think is closest to the line. I don't see any mark in the white, though, left on the white on the play. Who knows?
Here's another point. We're talking about a difference of 7 yards.
Right.
7 yards.
7 yards.
Right. Is that worth
a timeout?
Losing the timeout? I don't think so.
Les's heart is beating right now, isn't it?
Oh. Well, they are really.
Well, they want to get it right. You know, it's a big game. This is the #1 team in the country and the defending national champs. They know that Les Miles just burnt his last time out. They want to be doubly sure.
Well, the footprint in question was near the 13-yard line. The ball was down at the 23, so 10 yards to be generous. I can't believe it's taking this one.
No, I got nowhere to go. It's too good of a game. I'll stay here all night. It's like when we used to play hockey when I was a kid. Get more ice time. Let's play. Let's keep playing.
We're going on 3 or 4 minutes now.
I just wonder what's being written down out there. What could possibly be written down? He's either out of bounds or not.
Here's Steve Shaw.
After review, the ruling on the field is reversed. He was out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Please reset the clock to 10 minutes and 14 seconds. 10-14.
I still think it was a huge gamble.
Of course it was. It was a 7-yard play, but he got away with it, and that's the decision that could change the outcome of the game. That's the one, obviously, the last one. Yeah. He rolled the dice, didn't he?
Oh, 9-yard difference.
I'll tell you, it's time for Glenn Dorsey to make a play now. He's an All-American. He has to just dominate.
He won't on this play. He is cut down, and the pass is complete to the 20-yard line to Percy Harvin. 24-21, and LSU keeps its lone timeout. Under 10 to go.
13 plays, 2 turnovers will do that. Remember, Florida was driving with a 10-point lead when they fumbled.
Second down from the 20, Tebow. LSU brings 4 this time. Tebow gets rid of it, and Ollie Highsmith and Cornelius Ingram almost inseparable in that play.
The rhythm,
look at Glenn Dorsey.
The rhythm passing has taken Glenn Dorsey out of his game. They've hit just enough of a body on him. Tart does a nice job of pushing that guy around that time, and Dorsey says, I can't quite get there. Now what do you do to Tebow? Do you come after him? Do you blitz him? Do you take the ball out of his hands, or do you play coverage?
3rd and 4. You do not blitz. Tebow drills it. There's no contact. It's incomplete. 4th down. Derry Beckwith, number 48, the middle linebacker, and Curtis Taylor.
Well, Murphy obviously thought he got bumped from behind on the play. Good protection. Tebow has time to throw it. Throws a bit of a knuckler. All you can see, coming right from behind, Curtis Taylor came through Murphy on the play.
In the loss last week at home against Auburn, Chaz Henry shanked one, 25 yards, to set up the winning field goal. He's back to punt now. Chaz Henry, the freshman out of Dallas, Georgia. Fair catch. called by Chad Jones. And the Tigers of LSU, ranked number 1 in the country, get the ball back. 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. They've got the ball at their own 35-yard line. We told you it had the promise of something special. Death Valley on a Saturday night. LSU unbeaten at home on its last 24 Saturday night games. They trail Florida by 3. They have not led in this ball game. And the top-ranked team in the country, relishing the fact that Southern Cal got knocked off tonight, now has a chance to go ahead. Cable Cam is sponsored by Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, available on DVD today.
Well, there have been some fantastic plays in this game, but one during the timeout, Tony Joyner was standing in the middle, really, of the LSU huddle. A couple coaches said, don't come in here. Tony Joyner said, hey, you're on my side of the field. I can stand where I want to stand. He was right.
Hand off to Jacob Hester on first down, and he picks up a quick 7. Make it 6 officially.
You know, Hester has the reputation, somewhat of a stereotype. You know, you kind of do it to the white backs sometime, that he's just a slow old white guy. Well, he's a 430-pound bench presser, and he runs 4.5. That's pretty good.
Gets the job done. Jacob Hester.
He might be old, but he's not slow.
Second down and 3, so there was 7 picked up on the last one. Here's Flynn, right side. Mitchell, and Hayden might have.
They're calling interference on this play.
Jared Mitchell and Joe Hayden doing battle. Hayden's already been called for 1 interference tonight.
Maybe it's a pushing off on the play is all I can think of. Pushing off on the LSU receiver.
Yeah, I bet that's what it is.
Pass interference, number 87 on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
Joe Hayden squatted, means he didn't go back far. He was right in face of Mitchell. He jams in, and then you see Mitchell extends his arm. If you push, you got to push with your elbow. You know, if you push with your elbow, they'll let you get away with it. When you extend your arm, you're going to get called.
And so that pushes the ball back to the 32-yard line, second down and 18 with 8:40 to go.
18, 33-yard line.
Holiday goes into the backfield alongside Flynn. Holiday gets it. But again, a nice open field tackle by Major Wright, number 21. Well, the top 10 today, the shocker is that second line. USC losing to Jim Harbaugh's Stanford Cardinal 24-23. Bye week for California. Ohio State wins. Wisconsin loses. South Florida.
South Florida's going to be in the top 5.
How about that?
It might be 4th in the country.
Boston College with a big win. Kentucky lost on Thursday night.
And the Buckeyes are back in the race for the national championship again.
3rd and 16. Florida brings 4. Flynn rolls right. Wide open. Oh boy. Brandon Spikes went for the up high hit.
Well, I give Flynn credit here, Vern. He knew he had a long way. He had to get past the 50-yard line to get a first down. You can't slide in a game for the national championship when you see linebackers coming. He knew he had to get to the 50. And watch, Matt Flynn does not slide. He tries to get it and takes the hit. That shows me a lot, and it puts it in position where LSU has a decision whether they should go for it or not.
They've made the decision. They are going to go for it. Number 1 team in the country playing at home where they've won 24 consecutive Saturday night games. They scored their last touchdown on a 4th and 3. They're 3 of 3 on 4th down tonight. Right side. Second effort.
Yes.
Oh, this will be close. Jacob Hester.
Vern, I think they got from the near sideline a right-footed spot. That means a downfield spot for LSU. Watch Hester hit the line once and then takes the legs and falls forward. And The official comes in right there and gives him a right-footed spot. Now the yellow line's in the replay. Bang, nothing. Hester's second effort clearly gets across.
Yeah, he got it. Absolutely. No knee down.
Well, if the yellow line's right, that's a first down.
Yellow line's right.
Boy, was that second effort by Hester. The guy doesn't fumble. He catches the ball. You know, he was a defensive tackle and wide receiver in high school. Boom, there we stopped. Second effort. If you want to win a national championship, they told us this yesterday, didn't they? They said, we know it's going to be hard. It's not easy to win a national championship. It's going to come gut check time, and we're going to have to make a play. Number 8's in the game again in the slot.
And Ryan Perilou is in at quarterback. First down and 10. Perilou. They fake the reverse, and Perilou, as Derek Harvey stayed home on that one, the defensive end, number 91.
Well, let's talk about Les Miles a little bit. Remember we said coaches have to make calls, especially in the fourth quarter. He's been making calls. Fourth down plays, go for it, touchdown. Challenges, could have risked his last time out. He was right. Fourth down play at the 50-yard line, goes for it again. He is laying it on the line, saying, I'm making the decisions. Might be right, might be wrong, but he's taking charge.
Charles Scott is in the backfield. He's to the right, number 32. Second down. Here's Flynn back. Across the middle, wide open is Dixon. First down at the 35. Fumble, but he falls on it.
Finally, Dixon has the best matchup on the field. And without early Doucette, he's the most dependable receiver LSU has. Lines up at tight end right there. You watch him. Comes out one-on-one. Easy pitch and catch working against Dustin Doe. Dustin Doe, pretty good tackler, but he's not good enough to handle the tight end Richard Dixon. That is a mismatch that LSU could take advantage of.
Right guard Lyle Hitt limped off the field, so he's out of there. First down and 10. Toss, right side. Charles Scott. No gain. Brandon Spikes with a tackle. Under 5.5 to play.
LSU started off this game playing a little sloppy. Penalties, not making plays, dropping balls. But boy, have they answered the bell in the second half, haven't they? This Florida team will not back down. You don't win a championship, you don't have leadership coming back like they do and back down, especially with Tebow at quarterback. But LSU is answering the bell here.
Ryan Miller, number 63, has replaced Hitt at right guard. That's Keith Zinger, number 89.
Same matchup, linebacker versus Dixon.
Flynn, handoff, Hester to the 20, to the 15. LSU, first down.
That was a Tebow run there, wasn't it? This guy, everybody says, put in the fast guys, put in the fast guys. I like this guy. Catches the ball, picks up the blitz, never fumbles, makes first downs. What a dependable football player he is.
The only fumble in his career
first carry, right?
was on his first carry against Georgia in 2004. He's not dropped the ball since. First down, 10. They'll try Hester again, and he gets to the 12-yard line. 4:18 to go.
Hester's going to go over 100 yards if he carries the ball again. He's at 99 for the game.
And Ryan Perilou comes on.
Whoa.
2nd and 6 at the 12. Brandon LaFell, bottom of your screen, wide right. Jacob Hester, Ryan Perilou in the backfield. 3:45 remaining. Perilou keeps it, cuts right. Down at the 7. Major right with the tackle. It will be third down.
I'll tell you, 3-4 years ago, there wouldn't be a coach in the country would dare bring in a backup quarterback in a key situation like this. Les Miles said, we're better with 2 guys He stuck to his plan. Even when the pressure of the game gets under 4 minutes, he still brings in the backup to run a key play on second down.
Colt David has missed 2 tonight from 43 and 37. It's 3rd and 1. LaFell right side. Dixon, the tight end, sets tight right. Option, left, pitch. No. 4th down.
Caden again. Vern, this is a freshman. This is a freshman. This is a guy that passed as a quarterback in high school for almost 8,000 yards in his career, and he comes up and makes the play again. Watch number 12 comes up, takes Hester, and he just doesn't block him. He takes him on. Now 4th and 1. Les Miles has gambled all game. Is he going to do it again?
How about this? As my friend Bill Raftery would say, onions. 4th for 4 on 4th down tonight. Perilou, the quarterback. Hester, second effort. I think he got it.
It's so close.
If he does get it, it's going to be the 2nd time in this drive.
It is so close. It's 6 inches one way or another. I mean, there's just no backup in this football game. This is one of the best football games I've seen in a long time. Both sides laying it on the line. Coaches laying it on the line. Guys making hits. What a play from the backfield that time.
1st down.
Woo. Remember, a field goal ties it.
Yes.
That's 5 decisions Les Miles has made in the last 10 minutes, and he's 5 for 5. Nick Saban, who, if he wins this game?
How about that? 2:05 to go.
Florida,
Matt Flynn back at quarterback.
Florida has to start thinking timeouts if they stop a play here.
1st down and goal. Here's Flynn. Play action under pressure. Has to throw it away. 2nd down.
Great defense that time. Major Wright. They were trying to get the ball to Dixon. Major Wright, number 21, made the play.
And Tony Joyner was coming right in his face.
Yeah. Well, Tony Joyner comes from the outside, and Flynn had to get rid of it, but Major Wright stopped Dixon, the tight end. They were trying to score on 1st down. Any stop that Florida gets with under 2 minutes, they need to call a timeout.
14th play of the drive. With 1:47 to go. Quinn Johnson, Jacob Hester in the backfield. Double tight end set. LaFell wide right. Hand off left side. Hester, no. 3rd down.
A little surprised Perilou isn't in the game. Guess it's time to second guess. Perilou gives them a little better rotation of plays. They have the option alive. Florida's going to roll the dice. Florida says, we're going to stop you. If LSU scores, Florida is going to have under a minute.
LSU will go with 3 tight ends on this play. It's 3rd and goal. The top-rated team in the country trails the defending national champions by 3. Timeout, Florida. That's their first. 2 remaining. 1:14 to go. 1:14 to go. 24-21. LSU 3rd and goal.
Late timeout there cost Florida 29 seconds.
Here's Flynn. Backs in the eye. Hester the deep back. Strength of the formation to the right side. They give it to Hester. He pulls his way for a touchdown. Tim Tebow standing by. Jacob Hester, senior out of Shreveport, The go-ahead drive, 15 plays, 60 yards, and Hester still down.
Third down call. Hester takes it over 100 yards, plows through, touchdown. Remember, the decision-making of Les Miles in the fourth quarter, the challenges, 3 different times, fourth down decisions. He came out every decision Les Miles' way. The Florida coach, Urban Meyer, I think burned 29 seconds off by not taking a quick timeout. Not that you mean you're going to concede a touchdown, you just have to anticipate that they could score.
They are reviewing it upstairs. Doyle Jackson, the replay official. Well, we were chatting with Les Miles. Take another look at this, Gary.
Can't really tell yet if his knee came down. He lunges forward. From that angle, we don't see anything but him going across. Belt almost got across. Clearly the ball from behind. Did his knee come down or anything? Don't see anything there.
Nope.
One more look from behind. Reaches it out, gets his head bent back a little bit there, doesn't he? Well, look at Jacob Hester. He sees the purple and he knows he's in the end zone.
Play under review. The go-ahead touchdown, the first time that the #1 team in the country has had the lead. Jacob Hester, who is the personification of this LSU Tiger football team.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
There's his wife, Katie. Jacob Hester proposed to her near the bus outside of the stadium in Arkansas after LSU had defeated them last year on the day after Thanksgiving. And he told us she really prepares a fine meal.
That's right. Well, right now,
Colt David with the extra point.
Right now, Jacob Hester's never going to have to buy a meal again in Baton Rouge.
Jacob Hester twice on this drive. The second effort, he willed his way into the end zone. And the top-ranked team in the country at home on Saturday night against the defending champions have grabbed their first lead of the night.
Last year it was Florida that made the plays to the national championship. Will it be LSU that makes the plays at the end of the game this year to run to the national championship?
In this ball game, Florida now trailing by 4. Had they called timeout with 1:43 to go,
it would be 1:38 left on the clock. 29-second difference, a quick timeout by Florida, which I think should have been the strategy in that situation.
Tim Tebow getting ready to come back on the field.
How about LSU? They were down 10. Their defense had been pushed around the field. They answered with 2 turnovers and 1 3-and-out.
Josh Gasper will kick off. Brandon James and Keyston Moore are deep. 28-24, 1:09 to go. Deep left side, James will let it bounce. Touchback.
Another good bounce for LSU.
Urban Meyer in his 7th year as a head coach. First time he's been 3 years at one school. Only once prior in his career has an Urban Meyer coach team lost back-to-back games. That was in 2002 at Bowling Green. But here we are with Meyer's team trailing by 4.
2 timeouts left for Florida.
Those back-to-back losses you saw were with Juan Zook as the head coach. First down 10. 4-man rush, LSU. Pass complete to the 27-yard line.
In college football, every tackle you make that isn't a first down is huge because the clock does not stop to move the chains. An 8-yard pass is much different than an 11-yard pass.
2nd and 3. Tebow under pressure, has to throw it away. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to go.
Finally, Glenn Dorsey. Finally, the All-American. Enough coverage in the secondary that Dorsey, who never stops, he's been blocked. Big 72 right there. Comes in, nobody open. Dorsey keeps coming, runs through it. Tebow has to get out of it and get rid of it. Inside pressure from the All-American.
3rd and 3. Tebow, contact made. Jonathan Zenon with the interference call.
Remember, that flag came from the official right next to the Florida bench. Zenon ran through that play. Keeps it alive.
Pass interference, number 19 on the defense. The penalty will be enforced at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Officials right on the sideline for the Gators. You heard the Gator players would have been yelling interference. Both players going for the ball. Murphy didn't get one earlier. That one was questionable, if you ask me.
1st down and 10. From the corner, the pressure comes. Incomplete in the direction of Percy Harvin. 26 seconds left.
LSU has a little different strategy than most teams in this 2-minute offense. Most teams rush 3 and drop 8. LSU keeps bringing 4. Keeps bringing 4. They want to keep Tebow throwing on rhythm. They don't want him to sit back there all day.
Second and 10. Pressure incomplete.
Dorsey again.
Yes. Second time on this drive.
You know he's got to be sucking wind. You know he's sucking wind. He played almost every snap of this football game. Double team, passing game, spread. They can't handle him on this one, and Dorsey keeps that motor going. I think there's an injury on the field.
It's Jim Tart who has had
who's had Dorsey all game.
Yes, and he's had yes he had.
He's had Dorsey. He's had a mouthful of Dorsey all game. He doesn't want to leave the field. I wonder if that was a forearm from Dorsey that got him under the chin to start the play. I think it was. A knockout blow right at the snap is what happened to Tart. That's why Dorsey was open.
20 seconds to go.
It's a heavyweight fight, and Tart's going to take one right to the chin here. Watch it, it's right there in the middle. Watch Dorsey explode off, delivers one, and Tart goes down. Right to the chin.
3rd and 10. Tebow, lot of time. He'll have to take off. He's got to get out of bounds to stop the clock, which he does with 12 seconds remaining.
Now the 29 seconds is huge. If there was 41 seconds left in this game, that's right, 41 seconds left in the game, it's still opportunities to throw the ball all over the field. Now with 12 seconds, you're going to have to take maybe one more pass, and you're going to have to start throwing to the end zone. And LSU's safeties are very ball savvy. You can see Florida has to take timeout now because at 12 seconds they got to come up with a different strategy.
Record crowd of 92,910 here in Tiger Stadium on this Saturday night. The defending national champions 12 seconds away from going down in back-to-back weeks.
There's only 2 strategies left. Either 2 deep throws to the end zone, or 1 throw, call a timeout, and 1 throw to the end zone.
And of course LSU rushes 3, and Pittman has Tebow in his arms when he lets it go.
Could be intentional grounding. He was in the he was between the tackles, wasn't he?
5 seconds left.
It's going to be intentional grounding. Has to be.
Yep.
He did not get outside the box.
Yep.
Intentional grounding, number 15 on the offense. Penalty will be enforced at the spot of the foul. Loss of down.
Florida had tried to hit one more pass before going to the end zone. LSU only rushes 3. First time from behind, Pittman gets it, he throws it away. That's a good call. Did not get outside the pet tackle box.
Tebow, Pittman.
Sorry, Vern. Tebow's might be the only guy strong enough to get this penalty. Worked against him on that one.
Yeah, the final timeout called. Some folks are here more aptly dressed than others. 28-24, 5 seconds to go. Glenn Dorsey.
Yeah, everybody's in the huddle. Dorsey standing out there by the ball, waving his arms. The guy never gets tired, does he? One more play. One more play. LSU has a defender in the back of the end zone. Excuse me, Vern.
2nd and 11. That's Chad Jones, who is playing the ultimate center field position. Tebow heaves it deep. It's going to be a jump ball into the end zone. Tigers win. Final play, Gary.
Nowhere else to go with the ball but to throw it up and look for a prayer. Good ball skills by LSU in the back. Nobody's trying to catch it. They're all trying to knock it down. 5 LSU defenders, only 2 Gator receivers. The Gators left it on the field tonight. But what a heart of champions LSU showed. Down 10 in the 4th quarter, they came back.
Now it's time for the 5-star play of the game presented by Wrangler. This is the last of the 4th down plays. 5 for 5 tonight. This was Jacob Hester leaning out to give LSU a 1st and goal, and then the senior bangs in for the go-ahead touchdown. The Wrangler 5-star play of the game. And the player of the game, Jacob Hester, 23 carries, 106 yards, a career high, 1 touchdown, but it was the go-ahead touchdown tonight. The Ruby Tuesday player of the game, Jacob Hester. Les Miles told us yesterday, I enjoyed Nick Saban's journey through here, but this is my team. Never more so than tonight. Thriller in Death Valley.
I don't think you're going to find any LSU fans are going to be playing anything but Les Miles from now on.
Ryan Perilou and Matt Flynn shared the quarterback responsibilities. Les Miles rolled the dice a lot of times tonight and came up positive every time. Well, for Tracy Wolfson and Gary Danielson, I'm Vern Lundquist saying good night from Death Valley. We'll try and top this again next week.